back. And time for the ghost dogs. Okay, so for those who are just joining, I was playing Friday Night at Freddy's and I chickened out. So, I'm back now. Oh cool, yay, everyone's still here. So, I was playing this last week, and then the game, crashed, so I wasn't able to finish it. I was very upset about that. But should be enough time to finish it tonight. So, just to recap for everybody who was not here last week, this is Nancy Drew, Ghost Dogs in Moon Lake. The screen is tiny because that's all I can do with it. That's the best I can do to capture it. The premise is that, where was I with this? I think I had to talk to Red. So the premise with this is that, Nancy has a friend of the family. She's a photographer. She made pictures, in Nancy's dad's office. Just bought a lovely house. Look at that beautiful house on Moon Lake. And no sooner did she move in when ghostly Rottweilers started attacking the house. Oh, maybe I have already gotten all the pictures. I can't remember, but I'm gonna talk to Red. But it is a bit quiet, okay. The game is, or I am. So, Nancy's here to help out her friend Sally. I remember when Blair Witch the game came out, I was so excited. Maybe it lasted 30 minutes. Oh no, I can feel that. This is one of Sally's neighbors.
How's the bird watching coming along?
I am looking for I'm taking pictures of birds for him, in exchange for him letting me use his spark plug to move around the lake. But yeah, basically with the Nancy Drew games, it's a point and click adventure, and you are interviewing suspects and looking for clues and trying to solve the mystery. In this case, we're trying to figure out what the deal is with the ghost dogs. Nancy suspects that someone is trying to drive Sally off the property for some reason. And Sally did get off the property. She's not here anymore. She took off right before Nancy showed up. This is one of her neighbors.
I just can't seem to find a red-tailed hawk. Any suggestions?
Well, there's gotta be lots around here. You haven't been going around wearing sunglasses and earmuffs, have you?
Where am I most likely to see one?
Well, according to my bird map, they like to nest in the big tree that's just to the southwest of the Malone house. I suggest you park yourself nearby and wait. Bound to spot one sooner or later.
See you in a while.
Shh, down a notch. Remember.
He's kind of a crotchety dude. He just likes birds and nothing else. Well, and his dog. I didn't know there was a Blair Witch game. I probably wouldn't last long with that one either. And I was under the impression I've played BioShock and it scared me, but I got through it. I was fine, and I forget that I was not doing well the first time I played BioShock. I got through it because I just really, really, really liked the story. But also Benny Hill, yes. When the Blair Witch game was announced, I thought it was an Alan Wake sequel and was very disappointed. Aw, well, you did get your Alan Wake sequel in the end. Alright, so I'm looking for a red-tailed hawk.
Well, I don't see any hawks, but this is probably the tree Red was talking about. At least it was the tree.
Hawk?
That sounded like a hawk. There it is. I better get a picture before it takes off. Hey, what is that hawk standing on? Oh, that looks like a speaker.
Huh.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
I better get out of here. My arms and legs are tied. I can't move. At least I can kick. If I could just get that scythe down, I could use the blade to cut the rope around my wrists and free my hands.
Alright, let's ghost trick our way out of here, Nancy. Oh.
I can't just let this thing burn up. I've got to put it out.
Okay, well, let's not stand around talking about it, Nancy, for goodness sake. What happens if I just click
Fire!
Fire!
What in blazes happened? I saw the fire from my platform and came running. You weren't in there playing with matches, were you?
I was looking at birds, and then I noticed something on the house, and the next thing I knew, I was locked in the tool shed and somebody was setting it on fire.
Whoa, you're not making much sense. Probably smoke inhalation or something. Come talk to me after you've cleaned yourself up and gotten some sleep. I need to tell you something.
Somebody tried to kill you?
I didn't say that.
Somebody knocked you out, locked you in a shed, set it on fire, and you think they were, what, just pulling a prank? Wake up and smell the hostile vibes, Nancy.
I guess it's just hard for me to believe that anybody would consider me to be that big a threat.
I should have never let you stay there by yourself.
Sally, I'm fine. I feel bad about your tool shed, though.
Who cares about the shed? It was full of junk anyway. I'm glad to be rid of it.
That's kind of the way Ranger Akers saw it, too. He showed up right after the birdwatcher did and ticketed me for burning refuse in a manner that endangered park property.
That man is insufferable.
Emily was nice, though. She came by right afterwards and wouldn't leave until I drank the tea she made for me.
Look, Nancy, one more time. If you want to leave, just say the word and I'll come get you.
Sally, one more time. I'm fine.
Well, then promise me you'll be careful, okay?
I promise. I'll be in touch.
You better.
Hello. Sally, I'm fine. Nobody tried to kill me. They just locked me in a burning shed. It's all good. Honestly. I forget, did I unlock this? No, I didn't. Actually, did I get the sandpaper yet? Okay, I did. Alright, so I'm gonna save like all the time now. Put the bucket back. Okay, so I I do kind of remember this. This was the puzzle from last time. Right, I don't remember their birthdays now. Oh no. Let me look at them again because I kind of remember. Okay, Vitus was winter, that's right. I think Lucy was... I could just go to the graveyard, but I don't really want to. I think Iggy was fall, and Xander was summer, and Lucy was spring. But I definitely remember Vitus was winter. The dogs have to be arranged according to their birthdays. Okay, so that's spring. Fall goes backwards. Winter is to the right. Okay, so he is in the right spot. Oh, wait. Are they? I thought that was right. Can you look at their birthdays again? I can actually like feel my heart rate slowing down now that I'm not playing Five Nights at Freddy's. It is really annoying that like some of these were puzzles I solved last week and now I can't remember. Yeah, Vitus was winter. Xander is the summer, okay. Lucy is spring. Okay, I did have that right. And Iggy is the fall. So what gives? Anyway, how's everyone doing? Now that I can actually, like, talk and stuff, and I'm not screaming. Yeah, Iggy should be facing... They're right. I could swear they're right. Oh no, I'm sorry, Seashore. Do you have like your... Seashore's working on a podcast. Do you have it recorded at least? I saw you got the trailer up. What am I missing here? Oh wait, maybe it's not about... Maybe it's about doing spring, summer, fall. Because it looks obviously not. Right. No, that's not right. I got it right initially. I haven't recorded yet. I'm looking to see about ads for that sweet 20 bucks. Yeah, my friend Seisha is starting a podcast, and it's gonna be it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be about sorry, I'm still, like I can feel my heart rate going down, but I'm still like feeling slightly rattled by not Ghost Dogs, for Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm like trying to look up the Ghost Dogs puzzle, and I'm still just like that doesn't make sense. Fine, I'll do it that way. But it doesn't make sense to me. Yay! I opened the passage. Legal and historical yes. It is a mouthful. No, but it's gonna be really good. It's basic. It's about wait, I want to see the picture. I need the picture. Basically about how copyright affects media entertainment, and I'm really looking forward to it when you do get it up.
It could be mice making that sound.
It sure could be mice making that sound. Oh, I forgot to get the gloves again. So, this I do know at least. Alright, so I have to get out of here. Oh.
William Akers? I wonder if he's related to Jeff Akers.
Jeff Akers, by the way, is the current park ranger. And the current park ranger has denied knowing anything about the gangster that used to own this house. Well, he denies being related to, in any way, to the gangster that used to own this house. Okay, I forgot to mention that this old house that Nancy's friend bought used to belong to a 1920s gangster named Mickey Malone, and he had 4 very loyal dogs. And he was arrested, and his dogs died of heartbreak, presumably. And which is one of the worst parts of this whole thing. His dog's gone. No.
You're back.
Where's the dog?
Where's Yogi?
In the run, out back. Even out of sight, he's under my full control, as park rules require.
All right.
I found a newspaper dating back to 1927 in Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert on the history of Moon Lake, do you mind if I ask you some questions about Mickey Malone?
Not at all.
Yeah, we're just gonna get right to the heart of it.
What do you know about a man named William Akers?
I know that he was Mickey Malone's right-hand man. I also know that although we share the same last name, He and I are most definitely not related.
I think you most definitely are.
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that. I'm guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was. And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
She was probably as familiar with Malone's house and his dogs as he was. Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
When and why was Malone arrested?
I'm sorry, Miss Drew. As usual, I'm a little pressed for time. If you have more questions, why don't you sit down at the computer and peruse the Moon Lake database of fascinating factoids that I've put together?
We're just going to keep asking
What
questions.
happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went to prison?
Fortunately for Moon Lake, they all left and went their separate ways.
Have you gotten the results back from that water sample I left with you?
I meant to call the Department of Health today for a status report, but frankly, I've been way too busy.
Sounds like Moon Lake could use 2 rangers.
If I were in charge of just 10 more acres of parkland, they'd give me an assistant, and I could devote more time to the acquisition of more land and eventually put Moon Lake on the map as one of the biggest, most popular parks in the state.
Then maybe those ghost dogs are a blessing in disguise. Now we'll be nice.
Why didn't the Parks Department buy the Malone property instead of Sally?
She outbid them, the cheapskates.
Well, if those dogs scare Sally
geez,
away
she's
for
going
good,
right for
other
it.
people are bound to think twice about buying the place. The bank will lower its price, and you'll have your land.
You're insinuating things again, Miss Drew.
You kind of are.
I'm sorry, I really am. It's just that Sally's my friend, and I'd really like to find out why someone's doing this to her.
Tell you what, if you're serious about making amends, there's some boxes by the computer labeled with dates. They're from the estate of a local history buff. She kept everything from newspaper clippings to old photos to recipes for apple crisp. She put everything in envelopes, then numbered them by year using Roman numerals. Just put the envelopes in order by year with the earliest date in front. Oh, and if you're rusty on Roman numerals, there's an entry on them in the computer.
Okay if I read what's in the envelopes?
Don't go reading anything until you're through, or take my word for it, you'll never get finished.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
As a librarian, I can confirm that he's correct about that. I'm still going to read through everything anyway.
Let's see. Jeff said the envelope with the earliest date goes down in the front of each box.
Yeah, 1900, 1910, 1904, 1908, 1910, 1911, 13, 14. This is 1960. This is 1932, 1939, 1941, 1945. So yeah, 19. That's 1951.
Now that they're all sorted, I can do some reading.
Is a gangster about to become Moon Lake's newest resident? Oh, what I really need is when he got arrested. Gangster Nab. Okay, yeah, January 29th, 1932. 012932. Yep, I can. Easy, easy.
It looks like a tiny hole. What's the combination?
So it's... Zero, one. Two, 9, 3, 2. Yay! Mice!
I bet those were deer mice.
Bet they were. The Journal of William Akers. So I did read through this last time, but I will
Speakeasy.
read it again. So today Mickey went to prison, but when they were walking him to the paddy wagon, he told me to take care of his dogs, and when the time came to do their tombstones like he told me. Then he whispered to me to look under the Victorola in the speakeasy at Moon Lake. Ooh, speakeasy. He said I'd find a map to the gold he stole 2 years ago. Ooh. Then they shoved him into the wagon, and that was that. Poor Mickey. How's a guy who's never spent one night in jail supposed to spend 8 years in prison? He'll never make it. I think he wants me to have the gold because deep down he knows he's never coming home. That's sad. Anyway, I looked under the Victorola and found the map. The problem is... Hello, Zombie Viz! How are you? Zombie Vibes. I can't talk. I am playing Ghost Dogs in Moon Lake, and I was playing... Yeah, I know it's really small. I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's, but... Yeah, words are hard. I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's, but Five Nights at Freddy was even harder than words, so... I'm back in the studio. So... He was looking for the treasure. It said the dogs will lead the way. There's no X marking the spot or directions or nothing, but I need money bad. My wife and baby haven't had anything decent to eat in months, so I'm going to pack them up and move to Moon Lake permanently so I can spend all my time looking for the gold. Mickey never told me outright that he was the guy who pulled off the hole in the floor gold heist. He always said the less I knew, the healthier I'd stay. But according to the papers, a bunch of gold was stolen off a moving train right under the noses of about a dozen Pinkertons. Mickey must have greased somebody's palm real good and got him to cut a hole in the floor of the boxcar the gold was going to be shipped in. After the gold was loaded, one of the boys crawled under the train and pulled himself into the boxcar. Then when the train was moving, he dropped the gold down the hole onto the tracks. Mickey's boys picked it up and got away clean. Nobody ever suspected Mickey was behind it. So what I'm looking for is 20 gold bars. The paper said altogether they weighed about 600 pounds. The question is, did Mickey hide them in one place or did he spread them around? He must have buried them, but where? I just thought of something. Maybe Mickey trained his dogs to go to the gold, if you say the right word. I'm going to try saying gold to them tomorrow and see what happens. July 14th, I've said every word I can think of to all the dogs, but they haven't led me anywhere except around in circles. I spent the last month following them around. First Xander, then Vitus, then Lucy. I don't follow Iggy because all he does is sleep on the porch. So it looks like I'm going to have to start digging. I'll dig under the porch first, seeing as that's where Iggy always is. A month ago I started working as a handyman over in Lewistown to make ends meet. So even though I stop by Mickey's every day to feed the dogs, I can only look for the gold at night. That's sad though. They're all by themselves? Well, that's sad. I dug around the porch but didn't find nothing. I marked the porch on the map.
Joe Akers? Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all.
Yeah, maybe. So busy digging last Tuesday that I almost wasn't there when my son was born. Oh man, yeah, we're calling him Joe. His big sister is really happy. She says baby Joe is just like the dolly she's always wanted, but we could never afford to get her. Truth is, we can't really afford Joe neither. I keep writing to Mickey, asking him to please tell me straight out where the gold is, but he never writes back. I'll just have to keep digging. Wow, nice friend you are there, Mickey. Now I spend all my free time digging in the woods. I dig around everything that could be a landmark. Logs, rocks, tree stumps, but I never find nothing. Plus I keep getting lost. The paths look so much alike, especially at night, that I spend most of my time trying to figure out where I am. I can relate, dude. So last Sunday I memorized the way to the cemetery. Even though Mickey never allowed the dogs in the speakeasy or the tunnels, I've been looking there for the gold because I looked everywhere else and I can think of and got nowhere. Last week I found out that Mickey changed the passcodes to the spigots in the speakeasy. This got my hopes up because the way I figure it, why would Mickey change the code without telling me unless he was hiding something? But when I finally figured out the new code, I didn't find nothing in the tunnel that opened up that wasn't there before. Why Mickey spent all that money on pictures of those dogs of his, I'll never understand. I give up. Mickey's dead and so are all his dogs. I'll never find the gold. I got a good job offer over in Harrisburg and I'm going to take it. Little Joe and Sarah deserve a better life than they've gotten so far, and it's high time Callie got a nice house and a husband who doesn't spend all his time chasing after something he can't find. But I'm leaving this journal here because who knows, maybe someday I'll suddenly remember something Mickey said and it'll finally hit me where he hid the gold. Maybe I'll come back here and find it after all, but in the meantime, I got my family. They're what's important. They're treasure enough. Aww.
The dogs will lead the way. I wonder what that means.
We're gonna find out. Confront Jeff again and be like, hey dude, you lied to us. Your grandfather did work for a gangster. How could you not share the skeletons in your closet? Also, he might have news on Yogi's still not back yet. This is a huge disappointment. Oh.
I finished putting all those envelopes in order.
Excellent. Thank you, Miss Drew. And to show my gratitude, I've got something for you.
I forgot to tell the stuff was done.
It doesn't involve Roman numerals, does it?
No, it's an honorary Junior Park Ranger pin. I keep them on hand so I can give them out to children whom I see demonstrating respect for park rules and regulations. A little bit of positive reinforcement.
Yay! I get a pin!
Unfortunately, I don't get to give them out that often.
Oh, gee, thanks, Ranger Acres.
Nancy, was that sarcasm I detected?
What can you tell me about the gold that Malone supposedly buried on his property?
As far as I know, it doesn't exist. It's just one of those rumors people want to believe, so they do.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
So we're not going to ask him about?
You're back.
Okay, here we are.
What do you know about a man named Joe Acres?
Why do you ask?
I understand he used to be the deputy here.
So?
Are you sure you're not related to William Acres?
All right. William Acres was my grandfather.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
It's not exactly something I'm proud of. My father spent his whole life trying to make people forget what my grandfather was, and trying to make sure people who didn't know what he was never found out. I've been doing the same thing.
What did William Acres do after Malone was arrested?
I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me, Miss Drew. In case you've forgotten, I'm a very busy man.
Oh, that's that. We're done here. Goodbye. He still hasn't given me my mail. I'm very disappointed. Well, we did want to talk to Red anyway, so we'll do that. This game used to terrify me as a kid. Like, I really thought if I came out here at night, the ghost dogs would attack me. And I'm a little disappointed that they don't. I think the game would have been better if there was, like, a real possibility.
Hello there. I owe you an apology. After you came up here looking for those red tails, I gave my map a closer look and realized it was more than 50 years old. Reason you can't find them is probably because their favorite nesting tree is gone. Finding that hawk's gonna be harder than I thought, so why don't you just give me back my camera and I'll take it from here? It didn't get burned up in that fire or anything, did it?
Somebody clobbers me over the head and then tries to barbecue me, and all you're worried about is your camera?
It's a very expensive camera.
I never noticed those gas cans before.
I ran out of gas. So much for being prepared, huh? Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm sure you've got places to go, things to see, people to pester.
You'll be happy to know that I did get a picture of a red-tailed hawk. So here's your camera back. I got all the birds.
Thank you, Nancy. Nice work. You're a credit to your generation.
Aw, thank you.
Mickey Malone supposedly buried a bunch of stolen gold bars on his property way back in the 20s. Did you know that?
Really? That's interesting. I don't much care, but it's interesting.
Meh.
Ever hear of a man named William Akers?
I know an extremely annoying park ranger named Jeff Akers, but I've never heard of any William Akers.
See you in a while.
Just remember, eyes open, mouth shut.
Alright, dude. Oh, have we seen The Good Boys? We have not seen The Good Boys. The very good ghost dogs have not come out. However, there is the question, were they supposed to come out when they heard noises from the speaker? That would mean they're not really ghosts. Oh wait, no, I wanted night. I wanted morning. That's our slogan. Alright, let's go talk to Jeff again, see if he's feeling a little better this morning about, Nancy digging into his past. The puppy's back! Yogi!
I apologize for my previous behavior. As a park ranger, I strive to keep my personal feelings in check at all times, and that time I failed. It's my duty as a public servant to try to make it up to you. What would you like to know?
Did your grandfather ever find any gold on Malone's property?
If he did, he never spent it. He wasn't poor when he died, but he certainly wasn't rich.
Have you found anything about that photograph I showed you?
Good news! I have information on your mystery woman.
You are incredible, Ranger Akers. What did you find out?
Her name these days is Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las Vegas, and her number is 702-555-9137.
Sweet.
Sorry to bother you again, but did those results from the water test come in yet?
There's something here for you from the State Department of Health.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, not only is the water bad, but it seems like the well may have been contaminated deliberately.
Do not drink or use the water from your well. Initial tests found high levels of arsenic in the sample you sent us. While it is not unusual to find trace amounts of arsenic in wells in your area, the amount in your sample far exceeded standard safety limits. Therefore, the water in your well is unsafe for any purpose.
I wouldn't go jumping to conclusions without proof, Ms. Drew. I'm sure there's a far less melodramatic explanation.
I don't know about that.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
There are little ghost dogs running around. Goodbye, puppy. You are a very good boy. Ooh, Jack and Sally collector's dolls? Like, as in Nightmare Before Christmas Jack and Sally? I thought Monsters High was its own thing. Oh, cool. Alright, now I gotta talk to Vivian. Look at the old-timey phone.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This
What?
is a recording.
Hold on. So 1-702-555-9137.
If you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
It was of you and Mickey Malone. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him. I remember everything about that time of my life. It was the roaring 20s, for crying out loud. One of the most exciting decades in American history. Just because I've got a few years on most people doesn't mean my brain's turned to tapioca, sweet stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Mickey and I dated for 5 years. Oh, I knew what he was, and I didn't approve, believe you me. But I was young. And we got along so well, and he was so considerate. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
Tell me about the speakeasy.
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That saloon was built using 2 main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small, and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't, as a joke. Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
She does sound like something out of Fried Green Tomatoes.
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
So it's true? He did bury gold on his property?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outs by then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back. But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
Did he ever say anything to you about a map?
Yes. He said he was making a treasure map and that... the dogs. Something about those dogs of his.
The dogs will lead the way?
He was always saying that. In fact, I'm pretty sure he had it engraved on his tombstone. Think, Viv, think. He said he was making a treasure map and that he was also having paintings done of each dog. He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue. But I just figured he was playing games, trying to lure me back with mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Did he say what he was going to do with the paintings?
He said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy, and I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Can you remember anything about Malone's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I stayed away from his dogs. They made me nervous, always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one I liked was, what was his name? Iggy. I liked Iggy because he was nice and quiet. He just lay on the porch all day and didn't make a peep.
Oh, how can you not like the good boys and girls?
Do you know anything about the safe that's in the cellar of his house at Moon Lake?
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. By Willie, I mean William Akers, one of the guys who worked for Mickey.
What can you tell me about William Akers?
He was Mickey's most trusted employee. Mickey treated all his other men like dirt, but not Willie. He honestly liked Willie, respected him, trusted him implicitly.
It's been fun talking to you.
I'll be suing you.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we gotta mail that picture. I'm gonna save. Say hello to good boy.
Hello again, Miss Drew. Am I in for another interrogation?
How much would it cost to send this photo to Vivian Burnett?
As always, I'm here to serve, Miss Drew. Just give it to me and I'll take care of it. I'm sure she'll be very pleased to get this back.
Okay.
Thanks for all your
Free
help.
mail.
That's why I'm here.
Alright. So I need to step out. I'm gonna go over at M's and then just go back. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure the mail will just be that fast. Hi, Yogi.
Hello again, Miss Drew.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for
wow.
all your
I
help.
thought
Not a problem.
I actually thought it would come that fast. Maybe I need to do like a night day thing. like mail used to be that fast. Yeah, can you imagine, like, sending out-of-state mail and not immediately getting it back? Yeah. Of all the nerve. Yeah, I felt like last time it went pretty fast. Like, I turned around and it was like, hey, you got a package. Hi, Yuki.
A package just arrived for you from Las Vegas.
Yay.
Great. Vivian sent me the key.
I'll dispose of the package. Wouldn't want to break any littering laws, would we?
Nope.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
Alright, so I've got the key. I'm gonna save again. This was right around where the game crashed. I'm gonna go to the cemetery. Nope. Here's hoping I make it through this time. Yay! Saving. Going down into the creepy crypt.
It's too dark. I need a flashlight.
I have one.
Oh, the batteries are going dead.
No.
I can't see a thing. I'd better go back.
Yay! We're live! Save. This is right around where I'm gonna stop doing this in a sec, but all right. Heading into new territory now. See if we get some batteries.
Nice Junior Park Ranger pin. You must really be on Acre's good side.
I I found an old newspaper in Sally's house that contained an article on Mickey Malone. It really got my curiosity going. What else can you tell me about him?
Person you should talk to is Jeff Akers. He's got this historical museum thing going out at that ranger station of his.
Do you know anything about the gold that Mickey Malone supposedly buried somewhere on his property?
All I got to say about it is, if there really was a bunch of gold buried somewhere and nobody ever found it, it's for darn sure nobody ever will. Not with them dogs up there.
It's almost like the dogs are the point. They want to scare somebody away to get the
I
gold.
need flashlight batteries. Do you carry them?
Yep. But you know, I've been meaning to make a purty display out of them packs of combo coal over there for the longest time. Just can't seem to get around to it.
In other words, you'd like me to give it a shot.
Here's the way it should look when you're done.
Can I take it?
Ta-da! One smiling goldfish. It's obviously never tried combo cola.
Oh.
Hey, Nancy, this mean you got them cans stacked?
You bet. They look just like the picture you gave me, which you can have back.
Here's your batteries, and thanks, Nancy.
Yay. Yay. Question. These people are usually thieves and scam artists. Why do they always decide, yes, I will try to murder this privileged white teenage girl whose father is a lawyer. Like, that will get nationwide attention. Yeah, that is a very good point. Some of them, you do kind of like, you get why they were, like, the final scene. The culprit in that one was a very desperate person who wanted to save the theater at all costs, and Nancy was collateral damage. Like, at that point, like, Nancy was like, dude, like, you're not gonna save the theater at this point, and they just didn't care. And they usually Nancy's alone when she confronts them, so they're probably thinking, oh, we can just, you know, make it look it look like she just disappeared with an accident. But yay. Save again. But you're right, like, it would attract, like, all this attention. Her dad's a famous lawyer. She's not even trying to come up with an excuse either, yeah. And the culprit for, like,
It's silly to try to explore this in the dark.
You're right, Nancy. The culprit of, like, ransoming the 7 ships just wanted revenge. Ooh, this is way too cheerful music for what's going on right now.
Uh-oh.
I think we go to the left.
So this
Yay!
is the speakeasy. Wow.
Speakeasy! So there's the entrance. Oh, this is so cool.
If map is correct, the tree where Vitus would bark at the hawks used to be right about here.
Yep. Who's a good boy? Who likes to bark at birds? You do. If they tried to do ghost dogs with me, it just would not work.
So Lucy would swim out to the shipwreck, which is about here.
I would just want to snuggle the ghost dogs and give them pets and treats and tell them how good they are. It just would not work. So we can't figure out where Xander was because Xander's portrait is burnt away.
Those must be the spigots William Akers mentioned in his journal.
Oh, and these colors go with each dog, right? Oh, nice. Okay, so I don't have to go through the cemetery again. try calling what's her face about see if she knows where Xander likes to hang out.
Hello?
Is this Vivian?
No, this is your station drop-off. Vivian's fixing snacks in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, Eustacia Andropov? Harry Houdini's cousin?
Use the air horn like I showed you.
No, Eustacia, wait. It's Nancy Drew. I talked to you on the phone a couple of months ago, just after a friend of mine was kidnapped in St. Louis. I asked you questions about the theater where the kidnapping took place, the Royal Palladium, remember?
Nancy Drew, the Snoopy one. You're not dead yet?
No.
Most people, I talk to them one day, next day they're dead. It is an old age thing.
Oh, stop being so morbid here. Have some clam dip. Hello? Nancy? So you know Eustacia, huh? Small world. Well, what's up?
Do you know anything about the dog Malone called Xander?
He barked. They all barked. Bark, 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 bark. All of them except Iggy.
Do you have any idea what Xander was barking at?
I can't remember. Those dogs are just one big noisy blur.
Are there any other tricks to getting into the speakeasy that I should know about?
I suppose it's only fair to warn you about the tunnels, and the doors, and the dead ends.
Tunnels? You mean there's more than one way to get to the speakeasy from the cemetery?
Mickey had his men dig a bunch of tunnels between the speakeasy and the cemetery with hidden doors that opened when other doors closed, and lots of dead ends, so that if the speakeasy was ever raided, his guests could hide from the police. I was always terrified of getting lost, but you're a plucky girl. I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's been fun talking to you.
23 skidoo, kiddo!
Alright. I need a hint. I'm gonna call Beth and George. Yeah, I'm not dead due to old age.
Hello?
Bess, it's Nancy.
I know that. What's going on?
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
Try playing around with those spigots in the speakeasy. And really, really look at those paintings. Malone was such a colorful character. I mean, to give his dogs such weird names? I'm sure he collared the artist and had him or her put clues in those paintings somewhere.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Bye,
I know
you
about
guys.
the collars.
Good luck, Nancy, and stay in touch.
I'm gonna call the Hardy Boys next.
Hello?
Hi, Frank.
Hey, Nancy. Hey, Joe. Pick up the phone. Joe's in the kitchen. Worked up a real appetite watching me vacuum out the car.
Hello?
Hi, Joe. It's Nancy. What are you eating?
Sandwich. Either roast beef or really old turkey. Can't tell. Don't care.
So, how's life as a dog catcher?
I seem to be getting nowhere fast. Anybody have any suggestions?
You know, maybe it's the dogs in those paintings that will lead the way.
Yeah, so tap into their karma, Nan. Go with the flow. Don't be collared by doubt. Remember, the name of the game is persistence. Impatience spells doom.
Malone was just too colorful not to have put clues in those paintings somewhere.
Oh my
Later,
lord.
guys.
Watch
I
out
know
for
that
dogs.
part.
Just watch out, period.
Okay, so the green. Lucy has the green collar. Iggy had yellow. I saw that. Vitus had blue, so I guess Xander is red. Yep. Vitus. ALS. No, that's not it. Nope. Gals? No. I'm missing something here. Xander. Oh, I had this all wrong. sorry this is taking so long. Okay, so yeah, I had it all wrong. It was actually, I was supposed to get the letters that went with their collars. I'm silly. Okay. Yeah, really. That's a good point. No, that was wrong. Yeah. This is a Nancy Drew game. There's no liquor here. Oh. Oh, look at the puppies playing.
It's too dark.
I got the flashlight. Calm down. Nice. It's the pictures again. Okay, so this is how I'm going to find out where Xander was. Oh, okay. The dogs will lead the way. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know, my mouse is acting weird, so I'm going to save right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not. Is it? Oh. I guess I have to figure out which map I want to look at. There's Lucy.
Xander played by the pump, which is right here.
None of these quite look right. That way, that one's right. So that's go.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh wait, I forgot to keep going down here. There's something else I almost forgot about.
So you're the ghost dogs. You look pretty real to me.
Puppies! Look at the good boys!
Who's a good boy? Who's a good puppy?
It's okay. I don't even have to beat the game. I found the good puppies. And the ghost dogs are very nice.
That's the speaker I saw in the house.
Look who's back, Brady Armstrong. A key. Oh, and there are the harnesses with the glowing eyes. Rumor going around lake that Malone House has been sold. Find gold now. Doggy checkup time. Return Titanic to Val's video. Same time. Overdue. Someone's a Titanic fan. At least they have good taste. Rumor true. Sale of Malone House final. Still no sign of gold. Time for plan D. As in dog. Extra treat for Sheriff for being so good. Too cold to drag. Store nest for winter. Oh, who do we know who drags at the bottom of the lake? New owner moving in late April. Order electronic whistles, speakers, transmitters, eye lights, Gary's gadgets, and gizmos. Buy extra happy ham sticks for training. No gold. Sally McDonald, freelance photographer. Tiles of mosaic and tunnel push in and out. Clue to where the gold is. Think. SM moving in April 19th. Work on mosaic one by one. Push every tile. Nothing happens. Malone, stupid puzzles can take a flying leap. Dogs ready for haunting. Wish I could stick them on Malone. Sally M gone. Who is Nancy Drew? ND knows about gold. Must find before she does. Dun 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 dun. I think this might be one of the only times we actually find like the villain's notes.
These dogs have been trained to act vicious on command.
Oh, poor babies. Glow-in-the-dark toothpaste.
I bet the dogs attacked Sally's house because a high-frequency signal was transmitted to them through the speaker I saw on the roof. You've been trained to respond to a silent signal from this thing, haven't you?
Look at them tilting their heads. Oh, they're so cute. I just want to play with them.
Hey girl, you're not vicious, are you? No, you're a nice doggy.
A very nice doggy. Shame on the bad guy for using them in such a terrible manner. Okay, so back to this. We're not doing that.
The wheel is gone.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to find it then, aren't we?
The wheel is spinning, but nothing's happening. It's locked.
What? Oh, for heaven's sake. Do we need some torque?
The wheel is gone.
Ah. Oh, ah. Yay!
I'm this close to finding the gold. I just know it.
Oh, here we go. I should probably save. Oh, built by Krollmeister in 1924. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, they're birthdays. So, hold on. I knew that was going to be important. So, Xander was August. No. Oh. Oh, hold on. No, it's their birth dates. I think hers was April 1st. I don't remember the dog's birthdays. Gonna look this up real quick because I do not want to go back to that cemetery. Oh, April 4th, okay. So I think I did have that right, actually. August 17th. Ovitus was... No, this still isn't... Oh, maybe it's... Huh. Okay, maybe it's not their birthdays. Oh, thank you, Crimson. Ah. Maybe it's the year they were born? And then Iggy was... No, that's not it either. Oh, that's so dumb. It's Roman numerals again? You need to match the dog's first letter in Roman numerals to the correct... Oh, for... Okay, so Lucy is 50. That makes sense. Vitus would be 5. Xander would be 10. Oh, I had that right. No, I had that right. And then Iggy would be 1. What? 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 I did it. Oh, I had them mixed up. Wait, no I did not. Okay, yes I did. That scared me.
The wheel is gone.
Are you kidding me? I am this close.
I'd better make sure this door is closed all the way before I fool around with anything else. It's locked.
Well, then unlock it. Yes, clearly it is an actual ghost that did all of this. This is so clearly the work of ghost dogs. Oh.
600 pounds of gold bullion. Wow.
Gold! Oh boy. I bet nothing bad will happen now that we found the gold.
Hey there, Nancy. Why, what on earth have we got here?
Oh Lord.
There's plenty of gold here. We can share. Let me out of here, Nancy!
Nope.
Nancy, wait. Let's talk about this. This can just be our little secret. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, remember? Nancy?
The gold's all yours, Em. Enjoy it while you can.
Yikes.
Dear Ned, as soon as I got out of the tunnels, Emily had left a door open. I called the sheriff. But when I led him back down the well to the room where I'd left Emily, she refused to leave. He and his deputies finally got her out, but one of them said afterward that if he had to choose between getting a bear away from her cub and getting Emily away from that gold, he'd pick the bear. What's worse, by the time they took Emily away, the place was swarming with reporters from all over the country. The commotion has scared away every bird for miles. I'm pretty sure Red Knot would like to strangle me. On the other hand, when Ranger Akers found out that 7 cars and 2 helicopters were illegally parked on park property and that he was going to get to ticket them, he was ecstatic. Tucker Dave has finally cleared away that dead tree, which means I'm free to drive home. Moon Lake is beautiful, but I've had enough wildlife for now. Which reminds me, did I mention that those 4 ghost dogs are actually very sweet? They're so sweet, in fact, that Sally is seriously thinking about adopting them. How's that for irony? Ever yours, Nancy.
Aw, yay.
Bess, hi, it's Nancy. I'm at this little amusement park on the coast. I wish I could say I was having a wonderful time, but the fact is, some pretty spooky things have been happening here. There have been some strange accidents, and the carousel, it starts up in the dead of night all by itself, like it's haunted or something. You know me, I don't get scared very easily, but I saw it myself, and I'll call you later. I've gotta go right now.
They used to do these trailers after Nancy Drew games, and they got us so hyped for the next one. No, she was not murdering, Em. She was just calling the police and keeping her down there. In all fairness, Emily was gonna try to murder Nancy, so... So yeah, that was Ghost Dogs in Moon Lake. Thank you so much to everyone who watched, and we've got other streamers all throughout the week. Real Woman of Gaming is doing its annual Halloween stream, so check us out all week. And thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna sign off now. And thank you for all the nice words of encouragement as I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Sorry I couldn't get through the whole thing. Alright, have a good week. Bird and dog models. Those were the best good dogs. Yeah.